Hi. Lately we've been discussing how to change exercises using the overload principle to get better results. We've also discussed aerobic and anaerobic exercise types. Before we go on, I want to show you how to take a pulse. Not only might this help if you enter a medical profession, but it will help you determine an aerobic exercise's intensity later. So, how can we take a pulse? Before that, let's talk about what a pulse is. A pulse is how many times your heart beats in 1 minute. You could also say it's your heart rate. If you know someone's pulse, you can get an idea of how hard the cardiorespiratory system is working at the time. We can use this information to estimate the intensity of someone's aerobic exercise. Now, let's take a look at how to do it. You'll remember from our lesson on arteries that your heart pushes oxygenated blood through your arteries to get to where it's needed. Arteries are also under relatively high pressure, so every time your heart beats, there's a wave of blood traveling through your arteries. Usually, arteries are pretty deep in your body, but there are some places where we can feel them close to the skin. One of them is on the front anterior side of your wrist, on the thumb or radius side of your forearm. Use the first two fingers of your other hand and feel around the other wrist for the radial artery. Take your time. Try pressing in different places and with different amounts of pressure until you find it. If you can't find it there, feel with your first two fingers on either side of your windpipe halfway towards your ear. This is your carotid artery. Again, take your time and feel around in different places with different amounts of pressure until you find it. You'll get it. Keep trying. There are other places to feel your pulse, but these are pretty easy to find. Once you found your pulse, find a watch or timer that shows seconds. Now, find your pulse. Count how many times you feel your heart beat for 60 seconds. That's your pulse or heart rate. If you're resting, it's probably around 60 to 90 beats per minute. In a rush, take your pulse for just 6 seconds and multiply it by 10 by adding a 0 to the count. It should be roughly the same. Once you can reliably take your pulse, try finding the radial or wrist pulse on someone else. It will probably be harder, but it's good practice, especially if you're thinking about going into a medical profession. Now, on your own, try taking your pulse when you've been sitting down for a while. Then try it standing up. Then walk around for a few minutes. Do it again. Do 50 jumping jacks and try it one last time. As you become more and more active, you should see your pulse go up as your heart tries to deliver more oxygen to your body. Okay, good work. Next time we're going to see how we can use this knowledge with something called the target heart rate zone. Bye.
Hello. I just want to add that your heart rate can go up for reasons other than exercise. For example, it could increase if you're near someone you find attractive. Oh, hello there, miss. Would you care to go out for some tea sometime? Oh, it could also increase if you're frightened or otherwise stressed. Your brain automatically starts to increase your heart rate to deliver more oxygen in these situations, just in case you need it. Fascinating, you know? I'd also like to point out that this video drew upon knowledge from older videos on arteries and bones. It's truly amazing how integrated learning is. In fact, I remember one time in university, while I was studying forensic... Oh no, not this again. I have so much more knowledge to give.